So I'm out here today, guys, and I don't know if you saw this or not, but I had a little thing on my channel where I said, which bike would you like to see me riding next? And you guys voted CBR, VFR, KTM. The CBR got 50%. So today I am on the KTM. And I'm sure you guys might be wondering, why the KTM? Why not the CBR? Well, the main reason is because I'm surprised. The KTM got over 30% of the vote. And I thought it was going to get the least. I thought the VFR would have gotten more. But yeah, the KTM got so much. And I ride the CBR so much. So I said, you know what? I haven't been riding the KTM. I mean, look at these tires. You see the little nubbies? Like the little things are still on the tires. I have to ride it more. I have to. So we're going to be riding it. I mean, I literally haven't even ridden this bike in like 2 weeks. So this is my KTM 450 SuperMoto, if you guys are not familiar with it. And it was street legal when I bought it. It was a dual sport. I converted it over to SuperMoto. And this is my bike. And I have tons of videos on my channel of me working on it and doing all kinds of stuff. But that's not what this video is about. But this video is going to be about the DRZ. Some of you guys were wondering why I didn't buy a DRZ. And I want to explain why in this video. So let's go ahead and get on the bike, do a proper moto vlog where I'm riding it. And again, guys, I know a lot of you voted for the CBR, but I just was so surprised so many KTM votes. This is my KTM 2006 450 EXC SuperMoto. Though, by the way, I have a manual fan now. Wait, hold on, let me turn that off. Listen to this, ready? Manual fan, I can just turn it on. And it will come on automatically also if the bike gets too hot, but I can now manually make it do it. So, let's go ahead and do some riding here. How do I get out of here? I don't even know. Alright, no more wheelies in the graveyard. Baby wheelies. Oh man, this bike, it can wheelie so easily. And I'm not good at wheelies, but I'm going to learn them eventually. You know what, I mean, you guys see the tires. Like, I've not even ridden this bike at all. So, what I basically need is I just need a good amount of time to go and find a good day to ride, where I can just practice it. I made a video on it before, and if you haven't seen that video, I'll put it in the description so you guys can check it out. But basically, I had complaints about the DRZ400. My main complaint is that it's outdated. I don't like bikes that are outdated, okay? I mean, it doesn't have to be the most modern bike, but I do like modern bikes. I like bikes with modern components. V6, I think we should race, buddy. So the DRZ400 SM, it was released in 2006, and when they did that, basically, it's the exact same engine and frame and everything. It's basically the exact same bike as the DRZ400S, which came out in, what was that, 2000 or 1990? Like, it happened so long ago. So, I think I can legally pass them, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to legally pass. What's up, brother? No love for the from the cops. But basically, the problem with the DRZ, guys, is that it's a 5-speed transmission. It's heavy. It's a heavy and underpowered bike, and it's old, and I don't like a lot of things about that. I can't justify spending a lot of money on one either, and they command big bucks. Like, yeah, I can get a DRZ400S for, let's say, maybe $3 grand, $2 grand if I find a really clapped out one. But then it's like, wow, now I have this DRZ, which I still got to convert over to SuperMoto. I really wanted to get a SuperMoto. Oh, that thing's awesome. That thing is dope. Godspeed. That thing is awesome, man. I don't even know what that is. That is cool. Sorry, I'm totally distracted. But yeah, so the DRZ400, it's just an old, antiquated bike. It's underpowered, and it's really heavy. I think that's my biggest problem with the DRZ, is that it's so heavy. And they're common, too. You see DRZ400 SMs all over the place. So I wanted to try something different. I wanted to get out of my comfort zone and get a KTM. I wanted to try it out. KTM, it's a little bit different than the DRZ. It does have a 6-speed transmission, and it does have, let's see if I can get a wave. Yeah, hell yeah, I got waves. I never get waves on the KTM. But I was thinking that I wanted something unique, and this is a unique bike. You don't see these all the time. Now, I know reliability may be a concern, and that's true, but I mean, guys, hold on, let's see if I can get the mileage here. I don't know how many miles I put on this. 128? That can't be right. I don't know. Regardless, I haven't put many miles on this bike, and I'm not going to put a lot of miles. See, a lot of people were like, well, with the KTM, you're going to have to do oil changes every 10 hours or 500 miles and things like that, or valve adjustment every 2,000 miles, and it's like, okay, there's screw type of valves, so that's easy, and the oil change is easy too. It takes like 10 minutes, not even that bad. I mean, the oil change is a pain in the butt, but I don't have to remove any fairings to do it, so it's not that bad. And the air filter, that's easy as well. So the maintenance really wasn't a problem for me. Reliability, this is the RFS motor, and I think the problem with KTM is that they get a bad rep for being unreliable, but I don't think they deserve to be considered unreliable. So the problem with the DRZ, though, is it's common, it's heavy, it's slow. Now, you can do things. You can get a pumper carb, you can do some weight savings. At the end of the day, though, it's still going to be slower than this bike. And I don't need the fastest bike, I'll admit that, I don't. Yeah, there's 70 miles right there. I mean, this bike is quick. It's a quick bike, and it's not even tuned right. I'll tell you right now, the bike's not tuned well, but it's quick. And this bike is light too. I think I'll put up on the screen the specs, but I'm pretty sure that this bike is a solid about 40 pounds lighter than the DRZ or something like that. Like, it was a significant amount. And I've ridden DRZs before, and I don't like them really. I don't like the way they feel. And to be fair, I don't really 100% like the way this one feels either. And I mean, it's a good bike, it has a lot of character to it, and there are some things I love, but it's definitely not, like, I'm just gonna be upfront with you guys right now. My favorite bike that I've ever ridden that was like these was the KLR 250. I loved the way that thing rode. But regardless, I don't know why that is, because that bike is worse pretty much in every single way versus these two bikes. KTMs always use better components. They use better forks, they have Brembo brakes. I mean, this is the Brembo brake. They have, you know, they have pumper carbs. This is a pumper carburetor on it, 39mm. The DRZ has like some little crappy carb, at least the S and SM model. The DRZ just does not use the same components that the KTM does. It doesn't use premium components. And in my opinion, like, I look at the DRZ and it's kind of like a budget bike. I mean, they have a price point that they want to reach, and they're just going to reach that. I mean, the DRZ is as basic as it gets. Now, I'll admit, the KTM I'm riding right now is not everything I said I wanted. It's not fuel injected, and it's not an aluminum frame. It doesn't matter that the KTM does not use an aluminum frame, because the aluminum frame, the reason why I wanted it was because it was lightweight, and it doesn't rust, which is nice. This one does have a little rust, which is annoying, but it's still lightweight. And that right there is a big plus for me. I just wanted it to be light. It's honestly not a big deal. And then when you consider the fuel injection versus carburetors, now, fuel injection's nice, guys, but carburetors are okay too. Like, I don't mind having a carburetor as long as it's a dirt bike. Once you get into like parallel twins and inline 4s and V4s, then that is a make or break moment where it's a carburetor versus fuel injection. I was making a moto vlog.
Oh yeah, I literally got down to gateway and I had to turn around.
Hey Matt, What's your opinion of the DRZ? We can go left. What? You want to go up here? It's not that far, Matt. We're almost there, dude. We're like more than halfway there. At least that light, dude. Oh my god, there's a cop car. Dude, I just wish I had a belt on. Fucking pants are loose. Hey. I have an idea, Matt. No, this is a good idea. All we gotta do, to the right of Ace, and we'll turn him on. Right to Ace. Wait, you brought... I guess what do we gotta lose, right? Ready for these shenanigans? It is a little nuts. Only for cars. You do realize the roads are closed? No, I had no clue. I had no clue at all, lady. We're going right or straight? Because you said both. Do you two know that the roads are closed? Did you know that you are way overweight, lady? Hit him with the yeet. Alright, man. See you later, bro. Ride safe.